My name is Insane Raven, and I'm back with another episode of Danganronpa Havoc! And we're in the middle of a class trial. The class trial, latest one. Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate.
I'm glad Bayaka is okay with it.
Regardless.
Okay with it, because we have got to, like, not die. Oh, hello, hello, watch. I need to concentrate. Probably a blow to the head or something. Oh, what did Monokuma Fire say? It's been like 2 weeks in the Reddit.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then
that was after.
There's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file...
Monokuma?
That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
The knife was a cover-up and all those wounds on her body weren't flesh. That which only leaves...
Then, shall we continue the debate?
The blow to the head?
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when...
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
No.
There's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According... That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Shoot!
I have absolutely no idea what this file says.
The debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already...
And it wasn't because of the... Then there's only one other...
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence...
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue the victim's fatal injury has...
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one...
Oh yeah.
What other thing?
That's gotta be it. There was evidence that...
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Shoot!
I don't know. What did the Monokuma file say?
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has...
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah. She was...
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only...
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence...
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Are we sure that the explosion didn't kill her?
The victim's fatal injury has yet...
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was...
And it wasn't because of the knife. And then there's only...
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence...
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue the victim's fatal...
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Shoot!
Ah! I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose because I don't know what's in this goddamn file.
The victim's fatal injury had...
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't then...
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it.
What was the knife?
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According... That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her...
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue the victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
It was a blow to the head. Cool. I'm glad I figured it out 5 minutes into the fucking video. Shit.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
She was a fighter, dude.
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Does it?
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
Probably.
What was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe!
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
At least she's not wrong.
Maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power.
I'm glad she knows all this.
Wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
I feel the same way.
What the
Same
fuck?
page this time.
That is a way too casual thing to be like, same! This is a mood we're having. Oh, it'll be fun. What the fuck?
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
Totally. I know what's happening in this case. Exploded corpse, painting nose, tattoo, for. I don't. Okay, so that's the 16 students. I don't know.
I got it!
Really?
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And
It was the arrows?
and that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Really?
There's no doubt about it.
That's what we're going with?
That sounds kind of weird.
Sounds like a half-baked stoner plan.
How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right.
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
This is retarded. I don't blame Hannah for doubting it, but there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. Is there another secret to it? Are we talking about the bloody things? Bloody duct tape with long trees? I don't even know what we're talking about.
Arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right?
Yes.
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Oh.
Because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Not if you duct tape them a bunch of them together.
You have no right!
Yep.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo. I have no doubt that was the murder.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced.
Well, because it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
I didn't trust that one not to go horribly wrong. I'll be honest. I'll be 1,000% honest. I did not trust that to not go horribly wrong.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together.
Which would give him...
Together, using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And
Yep.
that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Where did that come from, Toko?
That's harsh.
And why was there not a single stud on any of that?
Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon.
Yes.
For who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no.
Bold-faced fucking lie.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
I'm not quite sure you can count that as proof, though.
What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to. The death of us all, remember?
But I think that's why you did it.
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
Is that it was in Kiroko's room.
I got it!
It was the bottom block that was in Kiroko's room.
Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
Which makes no goddamn sense because Bayaka had the keys.
In my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb.
Not ought to. You're the one with the key,
He is just the final piece of the puzzle.
which condemns you.
Non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You
It actually
can't
proves that you're the
explain this
culprit.
away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there?
Good question.
That's what I need to know.
Good question.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She knew I was being attacked. She fought the dude off. She came to my rescue. Could that be when I... What do you mean that Kiriko, she killed someone from me?
The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
She's not.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
You all, Bayaka.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
Yep. It means he had the key. How did everyone forget this? I mean, I've been away from the situation like 2 weeks.
You just spoke. What do you mean?
Those words you just spoke.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
Yeah, she would.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Nope.
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than any-
Byakuya,
Master would never hide something.
there's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime and then left the locker key in my own room, correct?
Or do you just not know what you're doing? It's probably that one.
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly. I'm not.
Not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
Master would never hide something.
there's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Shoot!
Those words you just.
Well, I'm gonna lose.
Exactly.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone.
Byakuya,
Master
Master would never hide.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Did he not forget that she's here?
Theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my and then left the locker key in my own room. But could I really have done that?
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more.
Byakuya,
Master would never hide something.
there's
Stop.
proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated
You said I hid the evidence of my crime and then left the locker key in my.
but could I really have done that?
Nope.
Those words you just...
Exactly.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
What are you
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier.
You said
I hid the evidence of and then left the locker key in my own room. But
could I really have done that?
Those words you just...
Exactly.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more.
Byakuya,
Master would never hide.
there's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated
You said I hid the evidence of my crime and then left the locker key in my own room, correct?
Oh, I lost.
Shoot!
Yeah, I failed. It's Bayaka.
Is
What do you say? Want to give it another shot? Yeah, it's not like it can literally only be Bayaka.
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
What are you
Master would never hide something.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
shoot!
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone.
Byakuya,
Master would never.
there's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory.
You said I hid the evidence of my crime and then left the locker key in my own room, correct?
Shoot!
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly. I'm not the. You should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never.
there's proof that you aren't. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But
Could I really have done that?
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than.
Byakuya,
Master would never hide something from me.
there's proof that you aren't the culprit.
No, that's wrong! If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't
Hello.
have been able to get
Yeah.
into her room
I don't know how that got muted. Don't know how long it's been muted for, but it's been muted.
because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in.
Unless you were using the master key.
I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There's a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. To try to save herself with such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Is there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? Oh, this is a trap. The mastermind's trap. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? What? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... The mastermind's trap. The victim was Mokuro. And Kiriko killed her. What does Kiriko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kiriko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it, but who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you never move forward. We know the danger, but if the risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? Pursue the lie? Let it go. But if I let it go, she wins, we die. But pursue it, she dies. He wins. What the fuck is running away? Hold on. Oh, I can't save! Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to die.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
There's a deeper truth she wants to keep hidden. Was that the right choice? Was that the only choice I could have made?
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Then, when we searched Kyoko's room, how else could the key have gotten there?
Someone other than me must have put it there. That's the only explanation. I didn't have the key to my because I'd given it to. There's no doubt about that.
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
No, that's wrong.
I don't like this.
No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself. Didn't you, Kyoko?
I use Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What?
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing—
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it. So I lost. That's all this means.
Then, are you saying you really didn't, Kyoko? You really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
No, motherfucker!
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any—
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out!
No, none of that Monokuma killed him.
It's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you! But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
No, we don't. But we don't. But it wasn't. Good job! You got it right! But we didn't.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment! Let's give it everything we've got! It's
No, it's not. He's breaking the rules. What about... Oh, she's innocent. She's innocent. But she's innocent. He broke the rules to his own game. He broke the rules to his own game. But she's not strapped in. She can get out at any time. Get out. Get out. She was innocent. But she was innocent. Peace, but only inside the school. Peace, but only for us. That was the only hope we had. Hope. Hope. Hope? This is hope?
No! This isn't right!
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a...
We just went to the bad ending! We just saw the bad ending! Her claim? Oh, that's right. I have to... Do I expose her lie or not? She's not wrong. I have to think about this very carefully. What do I do? Alright. So, we did technically just end the game. So I'm going to call this a video. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.